Sam Altman just pulled off one of the most strategic moves in artificial intelligence history. And it happened so fast, most people missed what actually went down. OpenAI's chief executive officer just announced they've acquired Peter Steinberger, the creator of OpenClaw, formerly known as Clawdbot. But here's the twist. This isn't just about hiring a talented developer. This is about OpenAI hijacking the fastest-growing open-source project in AI history, right from under their biggest competitor's nose. And that competitor? Anthropic, the company behind Claude. If you've been following the AI agent wars, you know OpenClaw hit 180,000 GitHub stars in record time. It became the most viral AI agent platform ever built. And it was running almost exclusively on Claude, Anthropic's flagship model. But then Anthropic made a move that might be a massive mistake. They sent their lawyers after Steinberger over a trademark dispute. And within weeks, OpenAI swooped in and sealed the deal. Today, we're breaking down exactly what happened, why this matters, and what comes next for the future of AI agents. Because this story has everything. Trademark drama, crypto scammers hijacking GitHub accounts, a bidding war between Sam Altman and Mark Zuckerberg, and a single developer who just changed the entire AI landscape. Let's get into it. First, let's clarify what actually happened here. OpenAI did not buy OpenClaw the product. They hired Peter Steinberger, the creator. This is what's called an acqui-hire. They're acquiring the talent, not the company. Steinberger is now an integral part of OpenAI. Sam Altman announced that OpenClaw will live on as an open-source project under a foundation, and OpenAI will continue to support it. That's the official word. But here's what makes this so interesting. OpenClaw was built for Claude. The name Clawdbot was literally a reference to Anthropic's model, and it was driving massive amounts of paying API traffic to Anthropic's platform. Steinberger was an unpaid evangelist for them. Then Anthropic's legal team stepped in. They claimed the name Clawdbot was too similar to their Claude trademark. They demanded he change it. The developer community saw this as Anthropic punishing someone who was actively helping them grow. David Heinemeier Hansen called it customer hostile. Steinberger renamed it to MoltBook, and that's when things got messy. Crypto scammers struck, sniping his accounts and hijacking his NPM packages. They served malware from his GitHub repositories. His Twitter mentions became completely unusable. It was a traumatic ordeal. Scammers launched a fraudulent token that hit a $16 million market cap before crashing. Steinberger was close to tears during this chaos. But while Steinberger was dealing with scammers, Sam Altman was watching. He saw an opportunity and moved faster than Meta or Microsoft. Both Meta and OpenAI approached him. Satya Nadella even called him directly. But Steinberger had one non-negotiable condition: open source. The irony is OpenAI is often criticized for being closed. But by supporting the fastest-growing open-source project, they flipped that narrative. OpenClaw is an agent that can control your computer. Steinberger predicts these agents will kill 80% of apps within a few years. Every app is just a slow API now. This is potentially the future of how we interact with all software. An army of agents at your command. But there's an even bigger story here. This could be the first case of a one-man AI business reaching a billion-dollar valuation. Let's look at the data. Sam Altman has famously predicted the imminent arrival of billion-dollar companies run by a single individual. He even has a betting pool with other CEOs. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei shares this sentiment, stating that the first such company could appear as early as 2026. We've seen this before. Instagram reached a billion-dollar valuation with only 13 employees. Today's tools could make that number even smaller. Midjourney has a $10 billion valuation with only 49 employees, generating $500 million in annual revenue. That's insane leverage. Safe Superintelligence Incorporated raised $2 billion with fewer than 50 employees before even releasing a product. Value creation per employee is skyrocketing. How is this possible? Because one founder can now use AI agents to automate customer service, coding, and marketing simultaneously. One person becomes an army. Telegram is another example. 30 employees, $30 billion valuation. That's exactly $1 billion of value per employee. Even smaller exits like Base 44, which sold for $80 million with only 8 employees within 6 months. The speed of value generation is unprecedented. With global digital distribution like YouTube and X, solo founders can reach millions instantly without needing a marketing team. The infrastructure is already there. Dario Amodei suggests sectors like proprietary trading, developer tools, and automated SaaS platforms are the prime candidates for the first solo unicorn. And then there are the API costs. Running these agents on Claude can rack up thousands of dollars in fees if you aren't careful. It's high risk, high reward. Peter Steinberger is the perfect man for this. He built tools used by 1 billion people at PDF before joining OpenAI. He knows how to scale. Now, we're diving into the darker side of this technology and why it's worth $1 billion. But there are serious concerns about security and safety. Consulting firm Gartner immediately recommended that businesses block OpenClaw downloads and traffic. One of OpenClaw's own maintainers, known as Shadow, warned that if you can't run a command line, this is far too dangerous for you to use safely. Why? Because OpenClaw has deep access to your system. It can see your screen, control your mouse, and access your private files. One wrong command could be fatal. Then there are the API costs. Running these agents on models like Claude can get expensive fast. Each action costs money, and mistakes can rack up thousands in fees. And don't forget the terms of service violations. Many websites prohibit automated access. Using agents to scrape data could get you banned or even sued. Let's talk about more lean business models. WhatsApp famously sold for $19 billion with only 19 employees. That's $1 billion per head, long before modern AI. CaseText is another prime example. A small AI startup with about 10 people that built innovative legal tech and was acquired for hundreds of millions. Precision matters. Tavily, an agentic search provider, was recently acquired by Nebius. They served over 1 million users with a tiny team. This is the new standard for AI startups. So what happens now? First, will OpenAI keep OpenClaw truly open source? Sam Altman promised a foundation, but the community is watching every move. Second, what about Anthropic? Will they block OpenClaw from using their models? Doing so would look petty and push even more developers toward OpenAI. The AI agent ecosystem is exploding. OpenClaw isn't the only player. Tools like AutoGPT and LangChain are all fighting for the future of computer control. Then there's the MoltBook phenomenon, a social network exclusively for AI agents. Within 4 days, it reached 770,000 active agents. No humans allowed. This shows that people are fascinated by AI agency. We want to see how bots interact with each other when they have their own goals and identities. It's a glimpse of 2026. Let's look at Peter Steinberger again. He bootstrapped PDF for a decade before selling for over $100 million. He isn't just a coder, he's a proven builder. Nearly 1 billion people use apps powered by his code. He knows how to build tools that scale to the entire planet. Now, he has OpenAI's resources. The business models for solo billionaires are clear. Proprietary trading is a prime candidate. AI can analyze data and trade faster than any human team. Developer tools are another goldmine. A solo founder can build AI-leveraged tools that empower millions of other developers with zero overhead. And then there's automated SaaS, fully self-serve digital products that scale without human involvement. This is the future Sam Altman is betting on. We are moving from a world where AI just talks to a world where AI acts. OpenAI is positioning themselves at the very front of this revolution. Anthropic had a developer building viral tools on their model, driving revenue and buzz. Instead of embracing him, they sent lawyers. Sam Altman saw the opening. Now, OpenAI is riding the wave that Anthropic created. The AI landscape just shifted in a major way, and we are all watching to see what happens next. What do you think? Is OpenAI the hero of open source now? Or is this just a corporate takeover? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.